What up?
What's up, guys? I know it's been a long time since we've made a fantasy video.
It's been a minute, Hud. It's been a minute. We're back, man. We made it through the winter. Barely.
Also, how did that Chiefs prediction go that we had in our last episode? How did that go?
You know, Hud, I'm taking such a beating by now that I can't even recall. I do know we made it to the Super Bowl. And
and you were down 34-0. So
it was not good. It was ugly, folks. A lot of folks tuned off at halftime. Everybody did enjoy Kendrick Lamar, so that's a good thing. But again, we're back. Fantasy 5 Draft Edition. We wanted to get this out earlier this week, but life goes, and so here we are, folks. We've got a few little things that we put together for you. We're going to start off by I've got my mock top 5. Hud's got his mock top 5. So again, at this point, the only thing that really seems like a foregone conclusion is pick one, but we'll see how it goes tonight. The beauty is all these families of these young people and all the young people that work so hard and so diligently at their craft are going to find out where they're going to spend the next 4 to 5 years of their life. And I think that's really cool.
Also, shout out to everybody entering the 2025 NFL Draft. We hope you do great in the NFL.
Absolutely. I hate seeing some of these commentators that like to bash young men when all they're trying to do is their best. I know that's kind of the nature of this media cycle, but again, it's disgusting. We wish the best to all these guys, and big ups to them and their family tonight. Have a great time. I'll get it cracking, Hud. I'm going to start off with my top 5. I'm going to kind of rattle through them just because we're trying to keep this thing moving along. I'm going to start with my number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward, quarterback, Miami. I think he's going to get drafted by the Titans. I think he is a true boom or bust prospect. I don't think he's got a very safe floor, but I think he's got a laser cannon for an arm. He's got a little bit of a grit to him. So Cam Ward, that's the pick. Live or die with it. New regime, new coaching staff, and he's going to be the guy they're going to be tethered to, and we'll see how it works. Pick 2, a little bit of a shocker. I'm going to go with the edge rusher from Penn State, Abdul Carter. He's got some special bend, some special ability. You pair him up with a guy like Myles Garrett, and all of a sudden you got a little bit of a problem for opposing offenses. Number 3, I'm going to go with Mr. Offense, Mr. Defense, Travis Hunter, the Heisman man himself. Great kid, wonderful human being, awesome football player. I've got him going to the Big Apple. They're going to have a few packages where he's in there with Malik Neighbors, and then they're going to have him start at corner on the outside. My number 4 pick, the Vrabel era in New England starts off with a true Mike Vrabel pick. He's going to go with Will Campbell, the big, aggressive, physical offensive tackle from LSU, my favorite lineman in the draft. Some pundits don't like his short arms. I don't care what they say. If you can ball, you can ball, and he can do it. To round out the top 5, I've got a really, really high tight end draft pick that we haven't seen in a long time, but the success of guys like Brock Bowers makes this one a realistic possibility. Evan Ingram is gone now from Jacksonville. And so I'm going to go with Tyler Warren, the do-everything tight end in the mold of George Kittle light from Penn State. I like him going to the Jags and that new coaching staff. Who you got, Hub? What's your top 5?
Okay, my top 5 picks presented by Huddy. Okay, my first pick, obviously we got to go with Cam Ward, QB from the University of Miami.
Go Canes.
He is, I think, really good. He's like my dad said, he's either going to be good or he's going to be absolute crap.
No in between. So, but we wish him well.
Yeah, and then do not say I'm copying him, but also I'm going with Abdul Carter at number 2.
He's a freak.
I know I thought Travis Hunter was going at 2, but then I kind of changed my mind. They need Abdul Carter because, well, they pair him up with Myles Garrett, like you said. All of a sudden, the Browns win 7-8 games next year.
Gives them a little identity, right? I mean, it gives them a little identity. It doesn't fix the quarterback spot, but unless they're sold on Shedeur Sanders or one of the other quarterbacks, just take the best player available.
Just take Kenny Pickett, then.
All right. Who you got at 3?
Okay, at 3, I got Shedeur Sanders from Colorado. He's just
going to the Giants.
Great. He's going to the Giants. The reason I say this is Russell Wilson's like 35 or something, and they're going to need a QB, and they're gonna pay Jameis Winston like a backup. And
well, it's a great fit for him too. So Shedeur Sanders can sit behind those two guys for 2 years. They signed Russ
or
to
just 1 year.
Well, they signed Russ to a 1-year deal. They signed Jameis to a 2-year deal. So you're exactly right. You let him sit there for a year, learn the system, learn how to be a pro, and then he starts over in 2026 as their starting quarterback.
Yes.
That'll be pretty sweet. Him and Neighbors together might be a really slick combo.
Yeah.
Who you got it for, Hud?
At 4, I have the position of everything. Travis Hunter. He's going to the Patriots. Drake May throwing to him and Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah. They need a playmaker. I like it, Hud. Who you got at
Or
5?
they can also put him at a cornerback position.
They definitely need a playmaker for
They
sure.
do. And then 5th, I got Mason Graham, defensive tackle from Michigan. Michigan.
Hey,
I don't like Michigan.
but
I'm Ohio State.
He is a stud, man. Mason Graham is a stud. I think they pair him with their 2 stud edge rushers. They drafted a defensive tackle last year from LSU, and now they've got a little bit of an identity of a filthy defensive line. I love the pick, Hud. All right, let's go ahead and kick it over. We're going to speed this up. The other big question, the burning question on everybody's mind, will Shedeur Sanders get picked in the first round? And if he does, where does he go? Hud, what do you think?
Well, if you were listening to my top 5 picks, Dad, then you would know he's going to the Giants.
Going to the Giants, the Big Apple. So Hud already answered the question. I'm going to say yes as well. I don't have him going quite as early. I think he's going to go somewhere between 18 and 26.
What?
I could see him go somewhere like Seattle. Sam Darnold, hear me out. Sam Darnold's contract is only truly fully guaranteed for 1 year. Maybe he goes to Seattle as the future. I could even see him going to Pittsburgh as a future for them. And then maybe the last landing spot I see in the first round is to the Rams. Again, these are all teams with either no quarterback or not a long-term solution at quarterback. So I could see him going to one of those places.
You're ridiculous.
I am a little crazy. Staying with quarterbacks, Hud, how many quarterbacks get picked in the first round tonight?
3.
3 of them. I totally
Jackson
agree.
Dart, Shedeur Sanders, and Cam Ward.
Man, you're good. I totally agree with you, Hud. We don't agree often, but I agree with that.
Same QBs?
Same QBs. I got it. The same
Nice.
3. All right, Hud. Will a star player be traded tonight?
Yes.
Any care to elaborate?
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say.
But maybe Tyreek Hill gets traded tonight.
Ooh, okay. I could see it.
Maybe he gets traded.
Is he coming back to KC?
Heck no. Maybe he can go join Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in Tampa.
Okay. All right.
I love that.
That would be pretty
Even though
slick.
he's kind of washed, but I mean,
I'm going with another big name. I'm going to say Mark Andrews is potentially traded tonight from Baltimore. I think that if they really like the tight end from Michigan, Loveland, I don't think Tyler Warren will be there, but I could see Baltimore on the move, moving on from Mark Andrews. That would be a sad end to what's been a great career for him there, especially with how things ended in the playoffs.
they also need to give him a break from and he
Hey,
dropped the ball.
all-time leader in touchdowns there. All-time, receiving. Yeah, I mean, he's been great for them. Stinks to end the way it ended, but maybe he'll have a chance to redeem himself there. But maybe he gets dealt tonight, guys, so be alert for that. Impact player round 1 that nobody's hyping.
Okay, we got to go with Josh Simmons, my boy from Ohio State. Go Buckeyes. I think he has a lot of potential to be the best offensive tackle in the draft.
I love it, Hud. I love
He's great.
it. I'm going to stick with your Buckeyes. I'm going with Travion Henderson.
Yeah.
I think he's the best pass-protecting running back in the draft. Has a great burst. Very, very complete. I could see him being an impact player from day one and just might, leapfrog Ashton Genty as the best running back in this year's class.
I think Genty might be a little overhyped.
Hey, it's possible, Hud. But, again, we'll see you guys in the fall. Make sure to watch the draft tonight.
Make sure you
Enjoy.
do it. Actually, watch the draft.
Dad,
Huddy,
we out.
we're out. See you guys.